What's up, everybody? Welcome back to High Tales, the channel where I get high and tell you some wild-ass tales. Today's story, my first dab, and this one's fucking wild, so buckle up. And hey, if you vibe with this story, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. This story takes place about 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember the exact time frame, but this was way before I was a seasoned stoner like I am today. Back then, I'd smoke every once in a while, maybe once every 2 or 3 months. This was usually with my buddy's sister, and she always smoked out of bongs, so when I did smoke with her, I usually would only take like one big hit, and that was enough to send me into orbit like Neil Armstrong. So this weekend starts out normal. I'm staying over at my buddy John's house playing Assassin's Creed Unity. Out of nowhere, his sister and her friend call me into the room to take a hit. I'm thinking, hell yeah, quick bong rip, then I'm back to gaming, but high and chilling. But I get in there, I see them bust out a rig and torch and start heating up a banger. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm looking around wondering where the hell the weed's at. And they bust out this yellowish goop, and I'm wondering whose ear this shit just come from. But they assure me it's weed. I don't really ask any further questions. I just trust the process and take a rip. Now, I take a massive rip, which was a big fucking mistake. Because immediately, my throat feels like it got torched worse than the banger did. My eyes water. My nose is running so bad, I thought I was going to have to chase the fucker. My only thought was water. I booked it to the kitchen and chug a full bottle like I just walked through the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. This was my first time ever getting cottonmouth, and this shit came with a vengeance. And the munchies followed immediately right after. Now, about this time, I realized I'm fried. Like, I'm beyond high. I'm so cooked, and my ping is ass. Like, my vision is laggy, and my frame rate is continuously dropping. Every time I look around, it's horrible. So, I start seeing my thoughts visually, like video game HUD elements like in Assassin's Creed. I swear, in the corner of my vision, I saw like objective, get water, objective, get food. So I end up eating 5 bananas like back to back, just trying to get that damn objective off my screen and shit. So after absolutely deleting half of the bananas in John's fucking house, I sat at the kitchen table and put my head down, which was big mistake number 2. I figured I'd sit there for a bit, recover, and then get back up. But I could not get back up. I couldn't lift my head at all. So I'm sitting on this table for what feels like absolutely hours. Realistically, though, it was probably like 15 minutes. I wanted to lift my head. Like, I tried so hard. But it felt like I couldn't. It felt like it weighed 100 pounds, so I could not lift it. I was trapped there. Eventually, though, somehow I did manage to lift my head and stumble back to the room. But I'm using the wall like a support rail. I'm hugging the wall like Mark Wahlberg and Ted 2. And I'm not exaggerating, by the way. That's exactly how I looked like trying to get back to that room. So, I sit down and try to play the game again, but it's wraps. I'm way too cooked and I'm freaking the fuck out. So I text my mom, please, come get me. So she shows up and I hop in the car, but unfortunately from her, I've now convinced myself that I cannot breathe. So now we're both panicking, and she thinks I'm having an asthma attack, so she speeds to the hospital like we're in a high-speed police chase. About that time, derealization hits me like a Mack truck. I don't mean like, dang, I feel weird, this doesn't quite feel real derealization. Sorry, excuse me. I mean full-on Bruce Willis Sixth Sense level shit. I genuinely believed I was not part of this world. Like, I believed I could see everything that was going on, but no one could see or interact with me. Like, I was just spectating reality. So, I tried to hide it, but my mom and the staff eventually pieced together that I'm not dying, I'm just too fucking fried. Like, of course I can't hide that shit, I'm freaking the fuck out, I'm way too high. So, they figure, alright, he's just too high, need to wait it out. So they put me in a room to ride this out. I'm way too high, I'm overwhelmed. I start crying. I don't mean just like a few tears. I mean crying. Like a breakdown, like full-on teenage girl going through a breakup, blasting Taylor Swift level crying. This shit was rough. I cried about everything. My relationship that was failing, missing relatives that were dead, about getting older and shit. And I shit you not, I cried about how the Fast and Furious movie stopped being about racing and started being about death-defying missions to save the world with fucking cars. Like, I was not okay. At all. So, after crying for what feels like an eternity, I start to calm down. And I don't mean like I sober up, no, I just mean I'm not freaking out anymore. I'm still fried. So, that's when the munchies decide they want to run it back for round 2. They want to run the ones again. So, my mom drives me to Taco Bell, and I ordered 2 chalupas. I annihilated one of them on the way home. So, when I get home, my uncle, rest in peace by the way, who's the biggest pothead I've ever known, was dying laughing at me, which honestly made me feel a little bit better. Now, later that night, I hop on FaceTime with my girlfriend at the time, and we stayed on the phone until I passed out. I don't remember a whole bunch of it. So, I woke up to the munchies once again, up for round 3 like a fucking Rocky Balboa film, screaming, "I didn't hear no bell!" So, I eat this second chalupa, laying on my side with no hands, just my face. So I inhale this fucking chalupa like Kirby. Like, I'm not kidding. I finished that chalupa without touching it once. And then I passed right back out again. That was my first dab. It was not a good experience at all. Honestly, it scared me off of weed for like a year, if not longer. Like, when I finally woke back up again, I was sober. I was glad to be sober. And I didn't start smoking again until after that relationship ended badly. But obviously now I'm back and better than ever. But anyways, that's today's hightail, y'all. Thanks for chilling with me, and if you fucked with this story, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next one, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.